We are live and on time for a change. I almost wasn't. For the last several minutes, I've been kind of staring slack-jawed at the computer screen as I read about the passing of John Madden. John Madden. What an influential man on the game of football. Prayers for his family. I know he lived to be 85, but it's never easy to lose someone. It's a good run. But still, it's hard to let him go. So I hope God brings his family peace as they let's see here. Let's do a YouTube check so that I know that this is recording and you can hear me. There we are. It says we're live. And I can hear my voice. Boy, there's quite a lag. I didn't realize how much of a lag there was between when this hits, because I do these live streams on a site called StreamYard, and just didn't know how much of a lag there was. Quite a bit. Okay, so, man, I would love to see one of my buddies come in here and talk to me. Come on, Eric. Come on, Dan. But we're going to go ahead and start getting down to business. I think I'm going to do things a little differently tonight. Rather than talk picks first, I think I'm just going to go ahead and knock out the fantasy football. It's kind of a wow. That's not going to work for me. Let's try it again. What's causing that? I've had that happen before. And now we want to do half season. Try it again. I guess maybe I just need to keep doing it until I get one that's good. Oh, here we go. There we go. What's up? What is up? All right, so let's look at first. We're going to take a look at stupid notifications getting in the way. We're going to take a look at notice I've got two teams named the DWO. We're going to go to the Football Freaks Invitational. This is a league that I put together. I'm the commissioner. Yeah, it was a bad week. I got beat. So this was a semifinal game, I believe. All I know is that I am in a third place game next week. I'm battling for third place, and that sucks. And it's weird because Black Star Vinyl, Rob, for people in the vinyl community, which is who I do most of my videos with. Yeah. So I'm playing the KC Black Star Vinylers. That's Rob over at Black Star Vinyl. Great football fan, great VC member. He ran number 1 and I ran number 2 most of the season, and I was shocked. Well, no. This is the keeper, or no, this is my league. So he and I ran number 1 and 2 all season long. I had a 10-5 record. I think that was my regular season record. I don't think that includes the playoff game I just lost. But yeah, and we both lost. So this is, you can see we're getting ready to play. Oh, come on, Aretha. You cannot be up there. Come on. Thank you. Yeah, so we played, we're playing each other. And I guess the 2 teams that we played, or that finished 3rd and 4th, are playing for the championship. That's how fantasy football goes, though, I guess. Not sure how this lineup. Hey, Eric. I am taking care of fantasy football to get it out of the way. I wanted to maybe also get it out, be talking about it and get it out of the way while I was waiting. I was hoping you would show up tonight. I'm glad you're here. These are always more fun when you're here. So what I was saying was, and Eric knows Rob too. Rob, Black Star Vinylers ran number 1 to my number 2 with my DWO, and we both lost in the semifinals. So neither one of us, the 1 and 2 seeds, and we're both out of the championship game. So that's how that goes. I will probably wait till later in the week to see how things shake out. There's no Thursday night game. I don't know if there's a Saturday game yet. I don't think there is. So I've got a while to see how this is going. Yesterday there were 106 players put on COVID reserve. Of course, players are always coming off of it too. But so yeah. So without getting into the politics of it, we will be looking at COVID statuses just because it affects whether they're playing or not. So so that's where we're at with that. So I'll wait to set these lineups. In the other league, real quick, I am playing in the championship game, and I really didn't think I would be. So it's me. Yeah, there's some stars falling because I beat my opponent this week, and then so I'm getting ready to play. Who am I playing in the championship? I'm playing the Kiss Army. That is Ken Hoekstra. And Ken and I have been internet friends. Well, I've never met him personally, but Ken and I have been friends since we used to post on the NFL forums, I guess in the early and mid 2000s. It's been a long time. He's a big Kiss fan, which all right, so we got that in common. But yeah, he's a, oh, and Eric, you would love this. Ken is a Packer fan. He's a big time Packer fan, one that lives in Wisconsin. So, yeah, so it'll be him and I going at each other for this championship. I'm going to let Ken know that I'm talking about him. If he wants to watch this video, Ken, I'm sorry, brother, but I'm going to have to beat you. It's been a long time since I won a fantasy football championship. I need this one. So, yeah, we're gonna take a look at this lineup later in the week. I can already see, yeah, Mike Evans went on the COVID list yesterday. I don't think I'm going to have him available. But, people, like I said, people are coming on and off of the COVID list all the time. So until I see, get it later in the week and see actually who's available, I'm going to definitely be keeping up with this. This is going to be hard. And when I did the live stream last week, I tried looking at the COVID tracker, but it's hard. It's hard to figure out exactly, because there's a lot of time between now and Sunday. A lot of people could either go on or come off, and that really affects games. But let's get into these games. Let's start picking some games. We're going to go ahead and do this. I may come back later in the week and revisit it. I did not last week. I went ahead and just let them go. And let's see how I did. I lost 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not too bad. I only lost 4 games against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What? Well, there were 16 games, so it should be 12-4. So that's not bad. That is not a bad week. I lost this game. I had Arizona to win. Arizona, man, just they can't. Something about that team is off. They're just Kyler Murray is just not getting it done. Then we've got Buffalo. I had picked. I guess I did pick the Patriots. Well, it was at home. The Patriots had them at home, so that tells me the Patriots aren't as good as what we might have suspected, because, I mean, come on. Now, I'd only had 1 point on that. And that's because it was a close, a good matchup, but I thought New England would take care of business at home. That tells me that they are not quite the team that they used to be, because that would not happen. I mean, yeah, they would defend their home. All right, so we got Houston upsetting the Chargers. I'm not mad at that, because that helps the Dolphins. And then I missed. I had Seattle beating Chicago. That was a 1-point game. So, obviously that was a little bit better matchup than what I thought. I had what? How many points is that? Well, I kind of had a significant number of points on Seattle. All right, let's go ahead and get started in week 17. Oh, yeah, no doubt. No doubt. They're always going to be well coached with Belichick. I mean, as much as I dislike Belichick, I can't deny that he's a solid head coach. And Mac Jones is playing solid. I do think that national perceptions are a little odd, because Matt Jones is a rookie. And I actually saw an article that said, we're talking about Tua, and saying that he was basically Mac Jones. I'm thinking, whoa, wait a minute now. Tua's been in the league a year longer. How are we comparing the two? And Tua is, I think he's the 16th rated quarterback in quarterback rating, and Matt Jones is the 18th. So, I think Matt Jones will be a good, solid quarterback, but let's not crown him the second coming of Tom Brady just yet. Like the press just, man, jumping all over that. Seahawks fans must be pulling their hair out. Yeah, I don't even know what to think about the Seahawks. I thought they would be much better this year. But they're not. They're not. And now there's a lot of talk about Russell Wilson going to the New York Giants. Can the Giants pull that off? Do the Giants really want him? That's the other question. I mean, I thought everybody was hip on this Daniel Jones. But all right, let's look here. All right, so far, I had wondered if there was any flex games that might get moved to Saturday. Apparently not, or at least, well, they would have to have flexed them by now, I would think. And I know there's some talk about giving ESPN. I think ESPN is getting 2 games a week from Saturday, and they're discussing who will be flexed into the Sunday night football game for week 17. Yeah. But then again, maybe he's the spark that they need if they could ever get Saquon Barkley to get healthy. But all right, getting back to the flex game. So I do know there is talk about flexing the Dolphins Patriots game either to one of the 2 ESPN Saturday games or the Sunday night football game. Yeah, so that may happen, and I don't know but I know that they've got to make that decision. I don't think they can wait until Sunday night to make that decision. That would be kind of rough to throw. Oh, hey, teams, you're going to have to be ready a day early because we're moving you to Saturday. I think they would have to, in the next day or two. Let me even try Googling that real quick to see if, let's try NFL flex schedule week 18. All right. So, all right. So here, this is, that was from December 14th. I want something new. Let's look at the news. Boy, and there's nothing. I don't see anything new in the news department. Let's go to NFL.com real quick. I'd really like to know if they're flexing these games. Let's look at their schedule. See if they've put them in the spot. Okay, that's this week's games. Let's look at week 18. Okay. Week 18. I am not seeing. Yeah, nobody. They haven't flexed. If they've flexed the games already, they haven't put it on the. They haven't put it on the week by week schedule because they all say 1 o'clock or 4:30. So it would be nice to know, but we don't. All right. Did I put this up? Oh, yeah, we talked about that. It was Saquon Barkley. If he could get healthy, maybe that'd be a good matchup. Yeah, I don't know what the Giants' problems are. They need to but they need to address them. Both of those New York teams are just terrible. All right, let's look at the first game. Atlanta at Buffalo. Oh, come on. That's Buffalo all the way there. Atlanta is at times played pretty good. The offense is always potent under Matt Ryan. But, Buffalo stepped up. They finally stepped up and showed what they're made of this week. Because, it wasn't a hard – it's not an easy thing to do to walk into Foxborough and beat the Patriots. And that's exactly what they did. They needed to get it done. They got it done. They're going to be a tough team. Well, you would think. It all depends on who shows up, I guess. Because they have lost some games that left me scratching my head. All right, so New York Jets at Chicago Bears. Jets are kind of they can put up a fight, but then Chicago's kind of scrappy too. They just need consistent play. I'm going to go Chicago. I don't know if I'll put much in the way of confidence points on that. This looks like a really good matchup. I may try to watch this game if I can't see the Dolphins play. This is Kansas City at Cincinnati, and in Cincinnati, man, they've had a good season. Now, I know a Cincinnati fan. He is perplexed. He says he doesn't know from week to week what to expect from the Bengals. He says they do good for a couple weeks, and then they stink it up. They have been a little bit uneven. But man, Kansas City's getting on track. I'm not gonna play there with the. Let's see here. What's the Chicago QB situation? Constantly changing. Might have to call that one on game day. Let's say. Let me see what I can see. So we got that's Fields, Bears, Justin Fields. News. Bears should listen to Justin Fields about more than just his ankle. So apparently he has an ankle injury. Not sure I knew that. The Bears aren't planning on shutting down Justin Fields for the final 2 games. Will he play? This was 12 hours ago. Will he play again this season? It's up in the air for this week. Andy Dalton is also dealing with a groin injury. Ooh, that's not good. Third stringer Nick Foles got the start in Seattle. He did well. I don't know. I think that the Bears might be okay with Nick Foles. I mean, it's not like they're playing a really great team. They're playing the Jets. And the Jets have had their issues. Okay, then we've got, this is the big game for me this weekend. This is the Miami Dolphins at Tennessee Titans. Let me talk at length about this a little bit because I know something about the Dolphins. Let's see. Wait, before we do that, let's see what Eric's saying in here. Nick had a blog game, but he was clutch when it mattered. Okay. I did not see that game. I kind of wanted to see a little bit of it. I just had some stuff going on. But yeah, I mean, it was a snow game. It looked like it'd be fun to watch. Huge game for Miami, absolutely. Every game right now is huge for Miami, to be quite honest. Let's talk about last night for a minute. Exactly what I thought would happen happened. You had the Saints starting a rookie quarterback in his first NFL game ever, and Miami absolutely sent the army after him. I mean, they went after him. 8 sacks. And man, and that last one, the 8th one from Emmanuel Ogbah, man, that jarred me in my seat at home. I can't imagine how that must have felt for what was his name? Book. I forget his first name, but his last name's Book. Yeah, great turnaround, and actually it's one for the record books. The Dolphins are the first team in NFL history to lose 7 games in a row and then win 7 games in a row. I would like to make more history. I'd like to win. I'd like to get it up to 9. But let's talk about what has to happen for Miami to get to 8. I don't think this is a bad matchup. I mean, I'm not trying to sell the Titans short, no disrespect. But when you look at the Titans, they're struggling. They are not quite the same without King Henry. One win clinches a winning season. 2 might land a playoff spot. Yeah, that's important to me. I would like to have a winning season. I'd love to get a playoff spot, even if it means bouncing after the first round. I mean, just to get some playoff experience on this team would be awesome. But so without Henry, so what we need to look for is, can the Dolphins handle the Titans running game? And they handled Kamara last night. He had one big run, and it was the type of run that Jake, what is up, buddy? Nobody can see this, but he's right here. What's up, dude? I'm trying to live stream here. Huh? What's up, dude? Okay, can you move for me? Come on, Bubba. Let's move. Let's get that big butt going. Oh, man. No, let's not. There we go. I'd like to see the winning season, so haters, get off your quarterback. He's not the big blame. Yeah, it's been a rough season. But you know what? What makes it worse, I think I got Jake cat hair in my mouth now. Anyway, but what makes it worse is that it's the Dolphin fan base. People could not shut up about Deshaun Watson earlier in the season. Just could not shut. I'm thinking, why? The dude's got some serious legal trouble. He's liable to go to prison. I'm not wishing that on him. I don't know the situation. That would be up for, he part of what we do here in America is due process. He deserves his day in court. So I'm not wishing anything on him. I don't know Deshaun Watson, but Okay, well, welcome, but yeah, you can ask. I don't know that we got any advice to give here. We're just talking football. Unless it's fantasy football advice, and I can give you my 2 cents. But yeah. Anyway, but so yeah, Deshaun Watson, give up what? I mean, for what? For what the Texans were asking, it's crazy. You're not going to give up that kind of draft capital for a quarterback that could be going to prison. It just doesn't make any sense. I understand if Deshaun Watson has no legal problems, and where Tua was at that point, and even where Tua is at right now, you would have to consider picking up a quarterback with that kind of talent. But you don't do it. I mean, because that's just not going to happen. I mean, it's Watson's problems are just not going to go away. So you don't do that. You don't do that. And so why do we keep and then the other thing is everybody keeps looking at the guy we're going to look at this week, Ryan Tannehill. Oh, don't you guys wish you had Ryan Tannehill back? No, I don't, because I liked Ryan. No hatred for Ryan Tannehill here. I thought he was a solid quarterback, but let's be honest. The last 3 years that he was in Miami, he couldn't finish any of the seasons. One season he missed entirely. I think that was 2017. That was the year we actually had to go get I'm blanking on his name now, the Chicago quarterback that looks like he's depressed or sleepy or yeah, what I can't even remember. But Tannehill and the rap on him is what I'm hoping is going to happen Sunday. He has no pocket awareness, and he holds on to the ball too long. So, yeah, and you better not do that against this Dolphin defense. 8 sacks this week, 6 sacks last week. We lead the NFL in sacks. We blitz more than any team in the NFL. We are sending the dogs. Okay, let me look at this question real quick. Brady versus Jets or Jared Allen versus Atlanta, Kittle versus Houston. I'm not sure I understand what's going on here. If you're asking me who I think is going to have the biggest game, Andrews. Who's Devontae Adams versus Minnesota. Kittle versus Houston. Diggs versus Atlanta. Jalen Waddle versus Tennessee. If I were T. Higgins versus Kansas City, look, I'm not exactly sure what you're asking, to be quite honest. Cutler, you're right. That was who I was thinking about as I jump around from comment to comment. But this, Mark Andrews. All right. So, Brady versus the Jets. Who's Tampa Bay got this week? Yeah, I guess I'm just not understanding the phrasing here. As I'm looking, if this is about fantasy football, I would say, I think Jared Allen will have a pretty decent game against the Falcons. I haven't gotten the Tampa. Oh, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are playing the Jets. Oh, well, that's a tough one because the Jets aren't playing very good defense. I mean, if these are two of your choices, I'm thinking maybe Brady, because because they're going to be desperate for a win. Yeah, Josh Allen, Bills quarterback, playing against the Falcons. So, I mean, he's going to have a good day. Brady may really light the Jets up. That's just my opinion. The Jets are well, neither one of these teams are really known for killer defense. So I don't know. I'm not sure. Let's see, the Jets. I don't know. Yeah, I would watch the COVID list too, because depends on who's getting hit the hardest and who's missing who as to which one I would start here. That's not but to me, that's not a bad problem to have. I think Brady and Allen are both going to have big days. I like Kittle against Houston because, Houston stinks. Devontae Adams versus Minnesota, or Diggs versus Atlanta. Well, yeah, of course, if Josh Allen has a big day against Atlanta, so is Stephon Diggs. But the Packers are really rolling now, and Devontae Adams is a huge part of that. I mean, I think we talk about Rodgers so much we forget how dominant of a wide receiver Devontae Adams is. That's not a bad problem to have either. I might take Devontae Adams over Diggs, Jalen Waddle, or T. Higgins. I'm taking Jalen Waddle. Waddle showed last night that he's ready to be a dominant wide receiver. I mean, he really was the spark in the Dolphins' offense last night. Brady and Adams are going to have big games. Yeah, I believe so. I think Eric's spot on there. I know I didn't give you a whole lot of definitive things. I think you've got, those are your choices, I think you've got some good problems to try to solve. Because those, yeah. Okay, so let's get back to these games. I kind of got sidetracked. So I am taking the Dolphins. I'm not going to put much confidence points on them just because I do like the way they match up defensively against Tannehill. If King Henry were playing, that might be a little bit different of a pick, but he's not. So I think the Dolphins will handle the run. They're going to send the house after Tannehill. And I think Tua will play solid enough to get us a victory. And then we worry about the Patriots, which will be, I think, even a tougher game. But, like I said, I still I respect Tennessee. I'm only putting one confidence point on this, but I think it's a winnable game. So then we've got the Raiders at the Colts. The Colts, man, they've really turned things around. Raiders have kind of fallen apart. Of course, you can't even write a book and have it be believable about the kind of season they've had and some of the big incidents that have happened to their players. I mean, that's just insane, the things they've gone through. Oh, well, here we go. We got a slam dunk. We've got Jacksonville at New England. There's your 16-point game right there. That's the biggest slam dunk I've seen in a while. Tampa Bay is going to follow it because the Jets stink. I mean, they're terrible. And they're not going to beat beat Tampa Bay, even if it's on their home field. There's Tom Brady's going to need that game, and I'm sure he is going to be hard to deal with. Just from a, I mean, the man's got a healthy ego. So let's see. JT is monster stomping on defense. What a running back. Yes. I agree there. Let's see here. We got Philadelphia at Washington. I'm going to go with the Eagles here, but Washington may make this more competitive. I think that the loss to the Cowboys is probably going to hurt their they're going to be smarting from that. They're going to want to play hard. Philadelphia is a division rival. They don't have the greatest defense in the world. And Washington needs that because they're snake bit at quarterback. But yeah, Philadelphia is going to win that. The Rams, Los Angeles Rams at Baltimore Ravens. The Rams are pulling it together. That would be something worth seeing. That would be a good matchup. I think I still kind of like Henry there. I mean, the guy's a beast. Guy's an absolute beast. Rams. All right, we got the Rams at Baltimore. Yeah, Baltimore's falling apart. Rams need it. They're playing a lot better. They're still not, I'm reading an article today, Stafford's still not the quarterback that they need to win the Super Bowl. That may be true, but I think they'll beat the Ravens. Denver at Los Angeles Chargers. Denver's got a good defense, but their inability to score. I mean, especially when I don't think I saw them this week. They played Cincinnati the week before, and I looked at a little bit of that game, and the Broncos just don't have the firepower on offense. I like the Chargers here. There's another team that'll be smarting after their loss to the Texans. So maybe, I don't know. They lost to the Texans. Maybe that's a bad pick, but I'm going to stick with the Chargers there. Fairly strong confidence in the Rams. I couldn't really disagree with that. I do think that Lamar makes that team a little explosive enough to. Yeah, I'm not sure where I'm going to land with the confidence on that. We'll kind of look through the rest of the games, and then I'll kind of figure that out. San Francisco definitely over Houston. Not going to go too deep into that. That's. I know the Texans beat the Chargers, but I don't believe in them. Arizona at Dallas. Well, gotta go Dallas. Dallas. Not that I think that Dallas is the team in the NFC, but Arizona is proving to me that they're not quite there yet. I don't know what they're missing, or if it's just that something's not clicking, because Murray does not look like the same quarterback that started the season. He looks flustered, and I don't know what the remedy is for that. but it has been a weird year. And see, Gordon is getting healthy again, ran for 111 in his last game. He might get angry against his old team. That's a possibility. Then we've got Carolina at the New Orleans Saints. Oh, wow. This is tough because the Saints, normally the Saints are a better team. All the way around, they're a better team. But if they can't field a quarterback better than Book, I mean, that's a hard learning curve. On the other hand, how bad does Cam Newton look? Everybody's so excited about him going back to the Panthers, but he's showing exactly why the Panthers let him go. We're going Saints. I think that Wall play, if they play conservatively, that defense can hold the Panthers. I'm gonna venture out and say it's going to be the Saints. See what we got here. Crucial game for Arizona. Dallas better not sleep on the Cardinals. No, but the Cardinals need to step it up. The Cardinals have had some opportunities to make a statement. Every time they get, especially every time they get in a statement game, they've lost. They win a lot of games, against teams that they should beat. But oh wow, we got WrestleMania over here. Let's not all right. For those that don't know, I've got two cats, and right now they're fighting. Playfully fighting. Let's see here. Carolina is broken. Saints are playing for a winning season. Yeah, this is a tough team. I don't think I read earlier today the Dolphins destroyed the Saints. I didn't see that game. Now we did what we were supposed to do. We sicked a top 4 defense on a rookie quarterback. And we played a good game, but we didn't destroy anybody. Well, we kind of wrecked Wall's debut there a little bit, but tough when you're on quarterback number 3. Actually, I think Book might be quarterback number 4 because you had Jameis Winston was the starter. He got hurt, right? If I'm not mistaken, Saints. And then you've got the wide receiver turned. This is what happens when you get old. I've said his name a bunch of times this week. The wide receiver turned quarterback. Then he had a backup, and both of them went on the Saints COVID list. And so then they brought in Walls, who oh man, age. All right, so yeah, I'm Taysom Hill. That's who I'm trying to think of. So Jameis Winston's injured. Taysom Hill and Trevor Siemian, who used to play in Denver, went on the COVID list. They brought in Blake Bortles from to back up Ian Book, but Bortles just joined the team. He probably doesn't even know the Taysom Hill. He I don't think he knew enough to be able to even go in. So I don't know, and I don't know this week what the plan is. Are they going to continue with Book, or are they going to try to get Bortles up to speed? And then the next question would be, would Hill or Siemian come off the COVID list in time to play in the next game. So lots of questions. Cardinals look good in the start of the season, and then teams figure them out in the final third of the season. Yeah, I guess so. I don't get to see the Cardinals enough to really get a good feel for them, except highlights and stuff like that. And early in the season, I really thought that Kyler Murray would be in the conversation for MVP, but he's not. He's not anymore. Not now. Detroit at Seattle. Who? Yeah, I'm going to go with Seattle. Let's go ahead and just put a 3 on that. Neither one of those teams are that good that you're going to put a lot of confidence on them. Green Bay at Minnesota, or Minnesota at Green Bay. Oh, please. I know Minnesota beat Green Bay earlier in the season. It's a different Packer team. There goes what was that, the 14 points. Then Pittsburgh at Cleveland. Wow, they both stink. So I think wow. I just my brain doesn't know how to handle this. Normally I'd go be Steelers all the way, but they're not what they used to be. Would not be surprised if Detroit won. Low confidence in either. Yeah, that's exactly where I'm at with it. So Cleveland and Pittsburgh. Everybody thinks that Cleveland's going to beat Pittsburgh. Wow. What do you do with that? Because I was just talking earlier today about winner of Pittsburgh versus Cleveland. There's the ranks of mediocre. Loser is a big time loser. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I think what we're going to do here is go Pittsburgh. Where's the next one? 4. So we'll do that. Let's look back at some of these other games. Buffalo and Atlanta. Atlanta's got some firepower, but I think you got to give that to Buffalo. Where are we at with the confidence points? We gone all the way down to 14. Is that where we're at? 13. Yeah, we'll put 13 on Buffalo. I think we'll put 12 on the Colts. Colts are just playing really good, and the Raiders have just fallen apart. Buffalo middle bottom in confidence. Really? Against Atlanta? Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I agree with that. Colts strong confidence. Oh, we gotta get San Francisco a bunch of confidence points because they're playing the Texans. And then I think maybe the Rams over Baltimore. And then I think I don't really want to put a lot on Dallas. Man, my eyesight's so bad. I think that's a 5 that I need right there. This is pretty even. Let's put a 6 there. The Giants are stinking up the joint, but Chicago's not that great. So we'll put the 7 there. Put the 8 on Kansas City, though I hate to put quite that much. This has the potential of being a very close game, but at some point you gotta play some confidence points somewhere. And I feel pretty strong that Kansas City is on a roll. I think they're kind of past whatever was causing them hiccups early in the season. They kind of gotten past that. And then we'll give the last one to the Chargers, though they don't deserve it after laying an egg to the Texans. Oh, man. But this is the NFL. And, man, I don't know how I feel about putting 9 points on the Chargers a week after they lose to the Texans. That's kind of messing with my head now. What's everybody else thinking? If I can find, oh yeah, it's Los Angeles Chargers. 93%. We're going to let it roll. Cleveland versus Pittsburgh will be probably a low scoring game, fairly low scoring. Let's give 17 there, 24 there. I think Green Bay is going to give them a fit. Maybe 21 there. For the most. Could be Buffalo. Atlanta doesn't have a great defense. Green Bay could put up a lot, it looks like to me. So I think kind of between Buffalo and Green Bay, I'll put Buffalo in there. Fewest points this week. Ooh. Who are the Saints playing again? Carolina. Let's go with Carolina. Because I think that's going to be a low-scoring game that the Saints are just going to their defense is going to have to win that game. So that's what we look like this week. It's not that I don't trust. Let's see here. Let me get the jumping cursors. Not the thing I do the quickest. Okay, it's not that I don't trust Buffalo. I have even more faith in other outcomes. Yeah. Well, Eric, I'm glad you stopped in. Love you, brother. Hope that you're doing well. Hope you had a Merry Christmas. I hope you had fun doing whatever you're doing. We had kind of a quiet Christmas here. I've got a little hip issue, but nothing major. I haven't missed work over it, but so I just kind of laid around this Christmas, hanging out with the kiddies, and yeah. So that's what I've been doing. So you take it easy. I'm gonna get out of here and get ready. I guess to go to bed here in a little bit. So for anybody else who might have popped in, thank you for stopping in, and we'll see you later. And until next week, peace.